If you're over 60 and noticing your legs feeling weaker, stiffer, or more unsteady, it's not just aging at work. Your diet could be quietly making the problem much worse. In fact, 2 common vitamins, when consumed in the wrong amounts, have been shown to accelerate muscle pain, stiffness, cramps, and even lead to brittle bones and joint weakness. But these vitamins are only part of the problem. Every day, many seniors unknowingly eat foods that trigger inflammation, weaken circulation, rob muscles of energy, and make recovery from simple activities feel almost impossible. Sweets and sugary desserts, though tempting, ignite inflammation throughout the body, setting the stage for faster muscle loss and slower muscle repair. Fried foods, often associated with comfort eating, damage blood vessels and choke circulation, putting even more pressure on vulnerable joints and muscles. White bread, while common at every meal, spikes blood sugar quickly, only to leave muscles drained of energy and highly fatigued later on. Alcohol, even in moderate amounts, weakens muscles from the inside out and slows the body's natural healing processes, leading to ongoing soreness and weakness. Processed meats like bacon, deli slices, and sausages flood the body with inflammatory compounds, creating stiffness and persistent discomfort. Instant noodles, which are quick and easy, are loaded with sodium and empty of muscle-building nutrients, leaving leg muscles malnourished and slow to recover. Industrial cakes and mass-produced pastries are filled with trans fats and empty calories, both of which directly contribute to muscle deterioration and joint strain. Ultra-processed cheeses disrupt your body's vital mineral balance and hurt blood flow to the muscles, while industrial ice creams, full of sugar and unhealthy fats, cause sharp sugar crashes that leave your legs feeling wobbly and exhausted. Milk chocolate may seem like a small treat, but its high sugar and fat content add up, robbing your muscles of strength and stability. Canned foods, often loaded with preservatives and hidden sodium, promote inflammation and deprive the body of real nutrition. Filled cookies and processed snacks hide trans fats and sodium, further inflaming joints and weakening muscle fibers. Industrialized foods containing MSG are even more dangerous, contributing to neurological stress that worsens muscle weakness and balance issues. And here's what's even more alarming: taking too much of the wrong vitamins can quietly destroy your strength from the inside. Excess vitamin A can cause painful muscle cramps, brittle bones, and an overall loss of flexibility, while excess vitamin D can lead to hypercalcemia, causing stiffness, muscle weakness, and added strain on the kidneys, worsening your body's ability to stay mobile and active. If you want strong, steady legs after 60, it's critical to recognize these hidden threats in your daily routine. Your muscles, joints, and balance depend not only on what you eat, but also on how you manage your vitamin intake. In the next section, we'll reveal exactly which 2 vitamins you must monitor closely, and show you how to make simple, powerful changes that rebuild youthful leg strength and help you move freely for years to come. 15. Sweets and sugary desserts trigger inflammation and muscle loss. Sweets and sugary desserts may bring a moment of pleasure, but for seniors over 60, they can quietly cause serious harm to muscles and overall strength. As the body ages, its ability to process sugar efficiently declines, which means that eating foods rich in added sugars can create long-term problems. When you consume sweets, your blood sugar levels spike rapidly. This sudden increase triggers a release of insulin, a hormone meant to move sugar out of the bloodstream and into cells. However, repeated sugar spikes can lead to chronic inflammation, a silent process that damages tissues and weakens muscles over time. Inflammation caused by high sugar intake not only affects blood vessels but also directly impacts muscle fibers. It creates an environment where muscle repair becomes slower and less efficient. Tiny injuries that occur naturally during movement or exercise can linger without proper healing. As a result, muscles gradually lose their strength, flexibility, and endurance. Over time, this can lead to noticeable weakness in the legs, reduced balance, and an increased risk of falls. Moreover, sugary desserts often replace healthier foods that provide essential nutrients like protein, magnesium, and potassium. Without these vital building blocks, muscles lack the support they need to stay strong and resilient. Seniors who consume high-sugar diets may also experience a condition called sarcopenia, which is the gradual loss of muscle mass linked to aging. Excessive sugar worsens this process by promoting fat gain while accelerating muscle breakdown. Studies have shown that older adults with diets high in added sugars have higher markers of inflammation in their blood. These markers are associated with weaker grip strength, slower walking speeds, and lower overall mobility. In addition, sugar increases oxidative stress in the body, further damaging muscle cells and impairing recovery after simple activities like walking or climbing stairs. Choosing to limit sweets and sugary desserts can make a powerful difference. Replacing them with fruits, nuts, or yogurt provides natural sugars along with important nutrients that support muscle health. By reducing sugar intake, seniors can lower inflammation, improve muscle recovery, and maintain stronger legs for years to come. Small daily choices can protect mobility, enhance energy, and promote a better quality of life after 60. 14. Fried foods, poor circulation and added joint stress. White bread may seem like a harmless staple, but for seniors over 60, it can silently weaken muscles and drain energy. Made from refined flour, white bread lacks the fiber, vitamins, and minerals found in whole grains. When you eat white bread, it quickly breaks down into sugar in the bloodstream, causing a sharp spike in blood sugar levels. This sudden surge forces the body to release large amounts of insulin to bring the sugar down, but after the spike comes a rapid crash. These frequent blood sugar crashes leave muscles starved for steady energy, making it harder for seniors to maintain strength and stamina. Over time, the lack of sustained energy can lead to faster muscle fatigue, slower recovery after movement, and a noticeable decline in leg strength. Muscles that do not receive a steady supply of nutrients and energy become weaker, less flexible, and more prone to injury. In addition, high blood sugar levels caused by eating white bread can trigger inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation damages muscles and joints, further accelerating muscle loss and contributing to stiffness and pain. Seniors who rely heavily on refined carbohydrates like white bread often experience reduced mobility, weaker balance, and increased frailty. Choosing whole grain options instead can stabilize blood sugar, provide lasting energy, and deliver the essential nutrients muscles need to stay strong. Small changes like this can protect leg strength, preserve independence, and improve overall health well into the senior years. 13. White bread spikes blood sugar and saps muscle energy. White bread might seem like a convenient and familiar choice, but for seniors over 60, it can quietly sap muscle energy and harm overall strength. White bread is made from refined flour, which means that most of its fiber, vitamins, and minerals have been stripped away during processing. Without fiber to slow digestion, white bread is broken down very quickly into sugar once it enters the body. This causes blood sugar levels to spike sharply, forcing the pancreas to release a large amount of insulin in response. These repeated sugar spikes and crashes can leave muscles feeling weak, tired, and undernourished. Muscles depend on a steady, stable supply of glucose for energy, and when that supply swings wildly, muscle performance suffers. Over time, seniors may notice that their legs feel more fatigued, slower to recover after walking, and less stable when standing. Blood sugar instability also contributes to chronic inflammation, which damages muscle fibers and connective tissues, leading to further weakness and stiffness. Eating white bread regularly can speed up the process of sarcopenia, the natural age-related loss of muscle mass, making seniors more vulnerable to falls, fractures, and loss of independence. Worse still, the empty calories from white bread crowd out more nutritious foods that could support muscle health and energy. Switching to whole grain or sprouted grain breads can make a powerful difference. These options provide fiber, B vitamins, and minerals that help stabilize blood sugar, nourish muscles, and maintain strong, healthy legs throughout the senior years. 12. Alcohol weakens muscles and slows recovery. Alcohol may seem like a harmless way to relax, but for seniors over 60, it can significantly weaken muscles and slow down the body's ability to recover from everyday activity. When alcohol enters the bloodstream, it interferes with the body's natural repair processes. It reduces the production of protein needed for building and maintaining muscle mass, leading to gradual muscle wasting over time. For older adults, who are already at higher risk of muscle loss, alcohol makes it even harder to maintain strength, balance, and mobility. Alcohol also dehydrates the body, pulling water from muscles and joints. Dehydrated muscles are more prone to cramps, stiffness, and fatigue, making physical activity more difficult and uncomfortable. In addition, alcohol impairs circulation, reducing the amount of oxygen and nutrients that reach muscles during and after exercise. This delay in nutrient delivery means that muscle recovery takes longer, and small injuries heal more slowly, increasing the risk of chronic soreness or more serious damage. Even moderate drinking can raise levels of inflammation throughout the body, contributing to muscle weakness, joint pain, and reduced energy levels. Studies have shown that regular alcohol consumption is linked to decreased muscle strength and poorer physical performance in seniors. Limiting alcohol intake or avoiding it altogether can help muscles recover faster, stay stronger, and perform better with age. Choosing healthier beverages like water, herbal teas, or electrolyte-rich drinks can support hydration, circulation, and overall muscle health, helping seniors maintain active, independent lives for longer. 11. Processed meats promote inflammation and stiffness. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, deli slices, and hot dogs may be convenient and flavorful, but for seniors over 60, they can be a major contributor to muscle weakness, inflammation, and joint stiffness. These meats are often loaded with preservatives, sodium, and unhealthy fats that trigger widespread inflammation throughout the body. Chronic inflammation damages muscle fibers and connective tissues, making it harder for muscles to stay strong, flexible, and resilient with age. Many processed meats also contain nitrites and nitrates, chemical compounds used to preserve color and flavor. When consumed regularly, these substances can increase oxidative stress, leading to cellular damage and worsening inflammation. This harmful cycle affects muscles directly, slowing recovery after movement and increasing the risk of soreness, cramps, and stiffness in the legs and joints. In addition, the high sodium content found in processed meats can lead to fluid retention and elevated blood pressure. Swelling in the tissues places additional pressure on joints, reducing flexibility and making movement painful. Over time, these effects can combine to severely limit mobility, cause balance issues, and raise the risk of falls. Processed meats often replace healthier protein sources in the diet, further depriving muscles of the quality nutrients they need for maintenance and repair. Choosing fresh, unprocessed meats like chicken, turkey, or plant-based proteins can reduce inflammation, support joint health, and help seniors maintain stronger legs and a better quality of life. Eliminating processed meats is a simple but powerful step toward protecting muscle strength, reducing stiffness, and staying active after 60. 10. Instant noodles, loaded with sodium and poor nutrients. Instant noodles are a quick and easy meal, but for seniors over 60, they can quietly harm muscle strength and overall health. These products are typically made from refined flour and are heavily processed, offering very little nutritional value. One of the biggest problems with instant noodles is their extremely high sodium content. Excess sodium in the diet causes the body to retain water, leading to swelling, increased blood pressure, and poor circulation. Poor circulation means that muscles and joints do not receive enough oxygen and nutrients, making them weaker and slower to heal after even minor activities. In addition to their sodium content, instant noodles are low in essential nutrients like protein, potassium, magnesium, and vitamins that are critical for maintaining muscle mass and joint health. Without a steady supply of these building blocks, muscles can shrink, lose strength, and recover more slowly after exercise or daily movement. The lack of fiber in instant noodles also contributes to blood sugar spikes, followed by energy crashes that sap muscle energy and endurance. Moreover, many brands of instant noodles contain unhealthy oils and additives that promote inflammation throughout the body. Chronic inflammation damages muscles, stiffens joints, and accelerates the natural muscle loss associated with aging. Choosing to limit or avoid instant noodles and replace them with nutrient-dense meals, such as whole grains, lean proteins, and fresh vegetables, can protect muscle strength, improve circulation, and enhance energy levels. Making better food choices now can help seniors stay mobile, balanced, and independent longer. 9. Industrial cakes, trans fats, empty calories equals weaker legs. Industrial cakes, often found in supermarkets and convenience stores, may look appealing, but for seniors over 60, they pose serious risks to muscle strength and overall mobility. These cakes are packed with trans fats, refined sugars, and empty calories, offering little to no real nutritional value. Trans fats are particularly harmful because they increase inflammation throughout the body, damaging blood vessels, muscles, and joints over time. Chronic inflammation weakens muscle fibers and slows down recovery after everyday activities like walking, climbing stairs, or standing for long periods. The high sugar content in industrial cakes causes repeated blood sugar spikes, followed by rapid crashes that leave muscles drained of energy. Over time, this pattern promotes muscle fatigue, weakness, and a noticeable decline in endurance. Seniors who regularly consume these products often experience slower walking speeds, reduced balance, and greater stiffness in their legs. Additionally, industrial cakes lack the proteins, vitamins, and minerals necessary for maintaining healthy muscle mass. Without adequate nutrients, the body cannot repair minor muscle damage or build strength effectively, leading to gradual muscle loss known as sarcopenia. The empty calories found in these cakes contribute to unhealthy weight gain, placing extra stress on joints and making movements more painful and difficult. Replacing industrial cakes with healthier snacks like fresh fruits, nuts, or whole grain treats provides essential nutrients that support muscle health, energy, and better circulation. Avoiding industrial cakes is a simple yet powerful step to preserving leg strength, reducing inflammation, and maintaining an active, independent lifestyle after 60. 8. Ultra-processed cheeses affect mineral balance and circulation. Ultra-processed cheeses, often found in packaged slices, spreads, and snack packs, may be convenient, but for seniors over 60, they can silently undermine muscle strength and circulation. These products are far removed from natural cheese, containing artificial additives, high levels of sodium, and unhealthy fats. One major issue with ultra-processed cheeses is their effect on the body's mineral balance. They are often loaded with sodium while lacking important minerals like potassium and magnesium, both of which are crucial for muscle function and vascular health. When sodium levels are too high and potassium intake is too low, the body's delicate balance is disrupted. This imbalance leads to higher blood pressure, poor circulation, and reduced delivery of oxygen and nutrients to muscles. Muscles deprived of proper blood flow become weaker, more prone to fatigue, and slower to recover from daily activities. In the legs, this can result in noticeable weakness, cramping, and stiffness. Furthermore, the unhealthy fats in ultra-processed cheeses promote inflammation throughout the body. Chronic inflammation damages muscle fibers, reduces flexibility, and makes joints less stable, contributing to the overall decline in mobility and strength seen in older adults. Unlike natural cheeses, which can provide beneficial nutrients when eaten in moderation, ultra-processed versions offer little real support for muscle health. Replacing these products with minimally processed cheeses, or better yet, plant-based calcium and protein sources, can help maintain stronger circulation, better mineral balance, and more reliable leg strength. 7. Industrial ice creams, sugar crash and muscle exhaustion. Industrial ice creams, widely available in supermarkets, may offer a quick sense of pleasure, but for seniors over 60, they can cause serious harm to muscle strength and energy levels. These types of ice cream are loaded with refined sugars, artificial flavors, and unhealthy fats, offering very little nutritional benefit. The extremely high sugar content causes a rapid spike in blood sugar levels shortly after eating, followed by a sudden crash. This crash drains muscles of the steady energy they need to function properly, leading to fatigue, weakness, and slower recovery after physical activity. Frequent blood sugar crashes sap the endurance needed for everyday tasks like walking, climbing stairs, or maintaining balance. Over time, the legs may begin to feel heavy, sluggish, and less reliable. In addition, the unhealthy fats often found in industrial ice creams promote chronic inflammation, which directly damages muscle fibers and stiffens joints. The lack of essential nutrients like protein, magnesium, and potassium in these sugary treats further deprives muscles of what they need to stay strong and resilient. Regularly consuming industrial ice creams can accelerate the natural loss of muscle mass associated with aging, making it harder to maintain independence and mobility. Opting for healthier alternatives, such as natural yogurt with fresh fruit or low-sugar homemade frozen desserts, can provide muscle-supporting nutrients without causing harmful sugar spikes. By making smarter choices, seniors can protect their leg strength, improve energy levels, and maintain a more active, satisfying life well into their later years. 6. Milk chocolate, high sugar and harmful fats. Milk chocolate is a popular treat, but for seniors over 60, it can quietly contribute to muscle weakness and reduced leg strength. Unlike dark chocolate, which can offer some health benefits, milk chocolate is loaded with high amounts of refined sugar and unhealthy fats. The high sugar content leads to rapid spikes in blood sugar levels, followed by sharp crashes. These sudden drops in blood sugar leave muscles deprived of steady energy, causing fatigue, weakness, and slower recovery after simple activities like walking or standing. Additionally, the harmful fats found in most milk chocolates, especially saturated and trans fats, promote chronic inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation directly damages muscle fibers, stiffens joints, and reduces overall flexibility, all of which are crucial for maintaining strong and healthy legs. Over time, frequent consumption of milk chocolate can worsen the natural muscle loss that happens with aging, leading to reduced balance, endurance, and mobility. Milk chocolate also lacks important nutrients such as magnesium, potassium, and quality protein, which are essential for muscle maintenance and repair. Instead, it delivers empty calories that can contribute to unhealthy weight gain, putting extra stress on joints and making movements more painful and difficult. Switching to healthier options, like a small portion of dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao, or naturally sweet snacks like berries and nuts, can satisfy cravings while supporting muscle and joint health. Making mindful choices helps seniors preserve their strength, energy, and independence far better than relying on sugary treats. 5. Canned foods, inflammation and poor nutrient profile. Canned foods are often convenient, but for seniors over 60, they can contribute to muscle weakness, inflammation, and reduced overall vitality. Many canned foods are packed with high levels of sodium, preservatives, and additives that do more harm than good. Excess sodium in these products promotes fluid retention, raises blood pressure, and impairs circulation. Poor circulation means that muscles and joints receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients, making them more vulnerable to fatigue, cramping, and weakness, especially in the legs. In addition to sodium, canned foods often lack the fresh nutrients found in whole, unprocessed options. During the canning process, important vitamins like vitamin C and B complex vitamins are often destroyed, while artificial ingredients are added to preserve flavor and appearance. This poor nutrient profile deprives muscles of the key elements needed for repair, energy, and endurance. Without adequate nutrition, muscle fibers weaken over time, leading to reduced strength, slower movement, and greater stiffness. Some canned products also contain harmful compounds like bisphenol A, BPA, from the lining of cans, which can disrupt hormone balance and further contribute to inflammation and muscle loss. Chronic inflammation damages muscles and joints, accelerating the natural decline in mobility that comes with aging. Choosing fresh, frozen, or minimally processed foods instead of canned options ensures better nutrient intake, healthier circulation, and stronger, more resilient muscles. Small daily changes like these can make a big difference in maintaining leg strength, reducing stiffness, and preserving independence and energy well into later years. 4. Filled cookies and processed snacks, trans fats and hidden sodium. Filled cookies and processed snacks might seem like an easy, comforting treat, but for seniors over 60, they can seriously weaken muscles and drain energy. These products are often loaded with trans fats, hidden sodium, and refined sugars. Trans fats are one of the most harmful types of fat because they increase inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation damages muscle fibers, stiffens joints, and slows down recovery after even simple activities like walking or climbing stairs. Over time, this damage leads to reduced strength, flexibility, and balance. Hidden sodium is another major concern in processed snacks. Even when they do not taste particularly salty, many filled cookies and snack products contain large amounts of sodium to extend shelf life and enhance flavor. Excess sodium raises blood pressure, strains circulation, and limits the amount of oxygen and nutrients reaching the muscles. Poor circulation starves leg muscles of the support they need, making them more prone to fatigue, cramps, and weakness. Moreover, filled cookies and processed snacks are packed with empty calories but lack essential nutrients like protein, potassium, magnesium, and antioxidants. This poor nutrient profile leaves muscles undernourished and accelerates the natural loss of muscle mass that occurs with aging, known as sarcopenia. Choosing to replace these snacks with healthier options like fruits, nuts, or minimally processed foods can dramatically improve muscle health, reduce inflammation, and help maintain strong, flexible legs. Thoughtful snacking habits are a small change that can bring big benefits to overall strength and quality of life. 3. Industrialized foods with MSG, neurological harm, muscle weakness. Industrialized foods containing monosodium glutamate, MSG, may enhance flavor, but for seniors over 60, they can pose serious risks to muscle health and overall well-being. MSG is a common additive found in many packaged meals, snacks, and fast foods. While it is often used to make food taste more appealing, studies suggest that excessive MSG intake can cause neurological stress. This stress affects the nervous system's ability to communicate properly with muscles, leading to reduced muscle strength, slower reflexes, and an increased risk of falls and injuries. MSG is known to overstimulate nerve cells, which can lead to cell damage and inflammation over time. Chronic inflammation affects both the muscles and the joints, resulting in stiffness, fatigue, and reduced mobility, especially in the legs. For older adults, these effects can significantly worsen the natural muscle loss that occurs with aging, speeding up the decline in balance, endurance, and physical independence. In addition to neurological concerns, many foods containing MSG are also high in unhealthy fats, sodium, and refined sugars, creating a combination that promotes poor circulation, muscle exhaustion, and overall weakness. Regular consumption of these foods can rob the muscles of essential nutrients, leaving them less capable of repair and growth. Avoiding industrialized foods with MSG and choosing fresh, whole foods instead can protect the nervous system, preserve muscle strength, and support better mobility. Paying attention to food labels and minimizing processed foods are powerful steps toward maintaining strong, healthy legs and a higher quality of life in the senior years. 2. Vitamin A excess, muscle pain, cramps, and brittle bones. Vitamin A is essential for health, but for seniors over 60, having too much can be just as dangerous as having too little. Excessive intake of vitamin A, often through supplements or fortified foods, can lead to serious problems like muscle pain, cramps, and even brittle bones. When vitamin A builds up in the body, it can become toxic, interfering with the natural repair and maintenance of muscles and connective tissues. One major issue is that too much vitamin A can weaken muscle fibers, making them more prone to soreness, stiffness, and cramping. Seniors who experience frequent muscle pain might not realize that excess vitamin A could be contributing to their discomfort. In addition, an overload of this vitamin can disrupt the delicate balance of calcium and other minerals in the body, leading to joint stiffness and reducing flexibility. Over time, this mineral imbalance can also weaken bones, making them brittle and more susceptible to fractures. Excess vitamin A may also interfere with the body's ability to build and maintain muscle mass, an especially serious problem as older adults are already at greater risk of age-related muscle loss. Instead of promoting strength and recovery, too much vitamin A slows healing and leaves the muscles weaker and less resilient. Monitoring supplement intake and relying more on natural food sources like vegetables, rather than high-dose pills, can help maintain a healthy balance. Proper management of vitamin A intake supports stronger muscles, better joint function, and a safer, more active lifestyle for seniors. 1. Vitamin D excess, hypercalcemia, stiffness, and kidney strain. Vitamin D is well known for supporting bone and muscle health, but for seniors over 60, taking too much can cause serious harm. Excessive intake of vitamin D, often through high-dose supplements, can lead to a dangerous condition called hypercalcemia, where there is too much calcium in the blood. High calcium levels can result in muscle stiffness, weakness, fatigue, and significant strain on the kidneys, making it harder for the body to function properly. When calcium builds up excessively, muscles can become tense, rigid, and less flexible. Seniors may notice increased stiffness in their legs, making everyday activities like walking, bending, or climbing stairs more difficult and painful. Over time, this stiffness can contribute to greater muscle fatigue and a higher risk of falls or injuries. In addition to affecting the muscles, too much vitamin D can place serious stress on the kidneys. The kidneys must work harder to process the excess calcium, which can lead to kidney stones or long-term kidney damage if not addressed. This further impacts overall health, reducing energy levels and making it harder for the body to repair muscle tissues after exertion. While vitamin D is essential, it is important to maintain safe levels, ideally by getting regular blood tests and following a doctor's guidance. Choosing moderate, balanced supplementation and relying on natural sources like sunlight and vitamin D-rich foods can help seniors protect their muscles, joints, and kidneys. Proper vitamin D management supports better strength, flexibility, and overall vitality into the later years. As we age past 60, maintaining strong, flexible muscles becomes essential for preserving independence, balance, and a good quality of life. Yet, many common foods and even certain vitamins, when consumed in excess, quietly weaken the very muscles we rely on. Processed sweets, fried foods, white bread, and industrial cakes flood the body with sugar, harmful fats, and empty calories, promoting inflammation, muscle exhaustion, and stiffness. Instant noodles, processed meats, and ultra-processed cheeses disrupt nutrient balance and impair circulation, starving muscles of the oxygen and support they desperately need. Even seemingly harmless treats like milk chocolate and industrial ice creams trigger blood sugar crashes that sap leg strength and endurance. Worse still, hidden ingredients like trans fats and MSG in filled cookies, processed snacks, and industrialized foods can create deeper neurological and muscular harm over time. Beyond poor food choices, even essential vitamins like A and D can become dangerous when overconsumed, leading to painful muscle cramps, brittle bones, hypercalcemia, and kidney strain. Understanding these hidden risks empowers seniors to make better dietary decisions. Choosing whole, nutrient-dense foods, reading labels carefully, managing supplement intake wisely, and avoiding over-processed convenience products are simple steps that can protect muscle strength, reduce inflammation, and improve circulation. By being mindful of what we consume, we can preserve the strength, mobility, and energy needed to enjoy life fully and independently for many years to come.